This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Mental health is real. Seek help and the stigma. On the news this evening, Rivers Acting Head of Service Brown dismisses fears in verification exercise. Lawyer Ekulo warns that suit against state of emergency may become academic if delayed until October. Analyst Akanwo dismisses FCT Minister's resignation threat over NDDC report on former Governor Amaechi's wife. Minister of Humanitarian Affairs Nantawe emerges APC National Chairman. President Tinubu describes ADC as a coalition of confusion. On the foreign scene, clashes between Thai and Cambodian troops leave 12 dead. I am Kalada Kurubatibo. We'll go for a quick commercial. When we come back, the news in detail. With a report that the acting head of service, Dr. Iyingi Brown, says the ongoing verification of civil servants in Rivers State is not a witch hunt. The acting head of service said this during an interview. She said it was intended to help the government save money.
We are doing fresh biometrics for local government staff and pensioners because they are not on any database. To go a step further, we are going to link the biometric data to our payroll. What are we hoping to achieve? Significant savings for government. When we remove those that have passed on, those that have left their jobs, we hope to achieve savings for government at the end of the last time we did verification for public officers was in 2018. Maybe people would have passed on or left their jobs. So this exercise will help us to eliminate people that are not active in the system. That's what we hope to achieve. We're also re-verifying pensioners.
The acting head of service, Dr. Iyingi Brown, said there will be fresh biometrics for local government workers and pensioners. Moving on, a public affairs analyst Obinwa Akanwo says Nigerians should not take seriously the threat by the FCT minister to resign if the NDDC forensic report fails to indict Judith Amaechi, wife of former Minister of Transportation Chibuike Amaechi. Recall that yesterday Mrs. Amaechi officially denied the allegations made against her by the FCT minister Nyesom Wike. Ms. Akanwo described the resignation threat as a personal vendetta against the Amaechi family rather than an act of patriotism. The analyst also suggested that the threat may be linked to an unconfirmed rift between the FCT minister and the Senate president who oversaw the NDDC forensic audit during his time as minister of the Niger Delta. In a related development, an advocate of transparency in governance, Green Isaac, told Our correspondent Soibi Oruwari that the minister's threat is a direct challenge to President Bola Tinubu to release the NDDC forensic audit report. Mr. Isaac, who also serves as Executive Director of Relief International Africa, said it would interpret the minister's resignation threat as political posturing, especially if the report is eventually published and the presidency fails to act on it. Analyst Ezenwa Wagu has described the ongoing public hearings on constitutional review across the country's geopolitical zones as a waste of public funds. An electoral reform advocate, Ezenwa Wagu, said the National Assembly should revisit the recommendations from previous constitutional reviews rather than embarking on another round. Mr. Wago, who is also the executive director of the Peering Advocacy and Advancement Center, said in an interview with correspondent Soibi Oruwari that the various regional demands for the creation of new states are unrealistic. On his part, Lagos-based political analyst Liboros Oshoma spoke about why each region is pushing for the creation of more states. Mr. Oshoma also questioned the necessity of conducting a fresh constitutional review. Similarly, the executive director of the Clean Foundation, Saluddin Ashim, said the exercise primarily serves the interests of the political class. According to him, the failure to uphold the principles of fiscal federalism is fueling the agitation for the creation of new states, which reflects broader dissatisfaction with the current system. A legal practitioner, Mr. Indamzi Kulo, says the suit filed by civil society group Initiative for Freedom, Conflict Prevention and Social Integration may become a mere academic exercise if it is determined in October. Kulo said this in an interview with correspondent Emeka Otuka while reacting to concerns that the suit may have outlived its purpose if the emergency in Rivers State lapses before judgment is delivered. He advised the plaintiff to urgently reapply for the case to be reassigned to a vacation court to ensure the matter is heard and concluded in good time. As you may know, the presiding judge, Justice Muhammad Turaki, adjourned the matter to October the 13th for hearing and possible adoption of processes to allow the plaintiff's counsel in the second suit to serve hearing notice on the National Assembly. The National Executive Committee of the All Progressives Congress has named the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development, Yolwada Nentawe, as substantive chairman of the party. Imo State Governor and chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Hope Uzodinma, announced the motion at the 14th meeting of the committee held at the State House Conference Center, Abuja. The motion was seconded by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas. In his acceptance speech, the new national chairman of APC, Yolwada Nentawe, pledged to work for the unity of the party. President Bola Tinubu has lashed out at the African Democratic Congress ADC coalition and the People's Democratic Party, describing them as a sinking ship and a coalition of confusion. The president said this while addressing party chieftains at the All Progressives Congress National Executive Committee meeting today. He also directed APC governors to liaise with the FCT minister to secure land for the construction of a new national party secretariat. The president also said Nigeria's economy is now stabilized and promised more investments to boost national stability. The president also thanked Vice President Kashim Shettima for the role he played in the successful burial of former President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Governors Forum, and Governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, says the party is open to welcoming back former members who left out of impatience. Governor Mohammed made the remarks at the PDP's 101st National Executive Committee meeting held on Thursday in Abuja. He emphasized the need for unity and discipline within the party. We'll go for another commercial, but still to come, Court awards damages against IGP for violation of rights of NSAS protesters. Please do stay tuned. Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee (LPPC) has approved the elevation of 57 lawyers to the rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria (SAN). In a statement signed by the Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court and Secretary of the LPPC, Mr. Kabir Akambi, the body took the decision at its 169th plenary session that held in Abuja on Thursday. The rank of SAN is conferred on senior legal practitioners deemed to have demonstrated exceptional distinction, either as advocates in courts or as academics contributing significantly to the development of legal scholarship. The Federal High Court sitting in Lagos has awarded 10 million naira in damages against the Inspector General of Police and the Lagos State Commissioner of Police for violation of fundamental rights of several peaceful protesters. Now, the suit was filed by applicants who participated during the 4th anniversary of the NSAS Peaceful Memorial Procession. Delivering the judgment on Thursday, Justice M. Kakaki held that the applicants were unjustly harassed and their rights infringed upon. Another commercial. When I come back, I'll tell you about the world sin. Now, on the international scene, clashes between Thai and Cambodian troops at their disputed border have killed at least 12 people. The fighting marks an escalation of a dispute between the two Southeast Asian neighbors that dates back more than a century. The army said most of the casualties were civilians from 3 Thai provinces, which also reported that several people were wounded. Cambodia has yet to confirm whether it suffered any casualties. On the news this evening, you heard Rivers Acting Head of Service, Brown, has dismissed fears in the ongoing verification exercise. Lawyer Ekwolo has warned that a suit against state of emergency may become academic if delayed until October. Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Nantawe, has emerged as APC National Chairman, and President Tinubu has described ADC as a coalition of confusion. On the foreign scene, clashes between Thai and Cambodian troops have left 12 dead. The news was detailed by Eka Chinwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Kalada Kurubatabo. Good evening.